Trail of Truth Memorial March started as an act of activism in Binghamton, New York in 2016 in an effort to force the Broome County government to accurately count fatal overdoses. As our county continuously refused to count overdose fatalities, we chose to have families submit their loved ones lost to overdose to memorialize in our first Trail of Truth. A tombstone was painted for each loved one and their pictures were affixed. A memorial cemetery was created where families could grieve and honor their loved ones. Families then carried their loved ones' tombstones to our governmental plaza, laid on the sidewalk, and had their bodies traced. The loved one's name, age, and date passed were written in the tracing, and families wrote traits, memories, and beautiful messages inside the tracings. With a tombstone and tracing of each loved one, and the family members who had submitted them attending this event, the losses were undeniable. The Trail of Truth created a pivotal moment in our county's history. The action worked. Since then, the Trail of Truth Memorial Cemetery has been used in countless actions, rallies, and memorializations.
Doing your tombstones, it just makes me sad thinking of all the people that we have lost. I've learned how to reach out in the right way, and I've learned to have more compassion, and I've understood a lot more about harm reduction. So I advocate and just try to save as many lives as we can.
I think that these issues are issues that not only impact me as a person, but and not only my family, but impact all of us as Americans every day. We deal with everyday life, we deal with everyday struggles that cause harm upon us, and the safety nets put into place to help us often just make things worse. The Trail of Truth national event means more than I can even explain in words. The fact that we get to take out a little bit of time out of our schedules, our days, to be able to uplift those who have been lost, those who have been harmed by substance use, and their family members and their loved ones. A lot of times when we lose a loved one, our family members are left to deal with this alone. And I believe that the Trail of Truth gives everybody an opportunity to have a family that believes in them, that understands where they're coming from.
My brother's going to be memorialized, and I want to be there to support others as I know they will be supporting me. That's what it's about, is people getting together and supporting each other.
Nationally, due to the rise of advocacy across various sectors, overdose fatalities declined in 2018 for the first time since 1990. Then, the explosion of illicit fentanyl infiltrating the unregulated drug supply, coupled with the nation's attention turning away from overdose as the leading cause of death for anyone under 50 and towards the COVID-19 global pandemic in early 2020, caused a resurgence of overdose fatalities nationwide, pushing over 100,000 lives lost in 2021 for the first time in history. While there are countless groups, organizations, and grassroots mini-movements growing out of the overdose and substance use issues, there has been a lack of cohesion in bringing wide-scale attention, funding, or imperative legislative change nationally. Little has been done to determine what all groups can agree to fight for together. Until now. Now, many groups will come together to blaze a trail of truth through our nation to Washington, D.C. to memorialize our loved ones, forcing a spotlight on the devastating loss and calling for immediate access to treatment and non-discriminatory medical care.
In 2016, I lost my friend to a heroin overdose, and at that time I didn't have anybody to speak to about it. I didn't have any friends to talk to about it, and I found out that there was an organization that deals with people who are going through the same situations that I was. The following year, along with my friend's sister and her mother, we had her memorialized for the 2017 Trail of Truth. And the Trail of Truth means to me that, it's a place where people can come together and feel that they're not alone.
My name is Shelley Levchak, and I lost my son CJ to the heroin epidemic in the year of 2016. is a very difficult walk for me, and this will be the 4th year that I've done it. But it's very important for people to know that these are our children. They are someone's child. They were sweet and kind and respectable, and they don't want to be known for the road that they chose. If you think this epidemic is over, it's far from over, and we need to stop it, and we need to bring awareness.
The National Trail of Truth will follow the incredibly powerful format of the original Trail of Truth. Advocates involved in this work since the AIDS epidemic, who have attended the Trail of Truth, have called it the most powerful memorial event they have ever attended. There will be a memorial cemetery set up with a tombstone painted for each individual lost due to substance use-related causes. Speakers and performers will honor our loved ones, elevating the issue, and family members will then carry their loved ones' tombstones and march in power to rest their tombstones in a politically prominent DC location to have their bodies traced, leaving a lasting memorial behind. This event has the potential of creating yet another pivotal moment in history.